I'm Samriddhi Kesi and these are the headlines of the hour. Disputes arise among ruling CPN, UML and Nepali Congress over party-related trade unions over 1600 amendments proposed in Federal Civil Service Bill. Lack of human resource and weak implementation of the plan affects kidney treatment services introduced by the government. Victims continue to suffer. Former U.S. President Jimmy Carter passes away at the age of 100. President Joe Biden remembers Carter as a statesman, a humanitarian and dear friend. And Church Boys United Club bagged the title of the 11th edition of Falgunan, the Gold Cup final, defeating Machindra Football Club by 5-4 in the tiebreaker. Welcome back. The debate on Nepal's Federal Civil Service Bill has stalled in the State Order and Good Governance Committee due to disputes over party-affiliated trade unions among civil servants. Over 1600 amendments have been proposed, with ruling Nepali Congress and CPN-UML lawmakers divided on the issue. Employee union leaders argue it is pointless to ban unions other than the official ones.
Currently, 6 unions affiliated with Nepali Congress, CPN-UML and Maoist Center operate in Nepal's civil service alongside official unions. Critics allege these unions have politicized the labor market, as union leaders often ignore higher-level orders and politicize issues, leading to frequent complaints about disrupted service delivery. During discussions on the Civil Service Bill in the State Affairs and Good Governance Committee, the issues of removing non-official trade unions from the civil service has been raised. Nepali Congress insists that only official trade unions should remain, citing the weak structure of party-affiliated unions.
एउटा कर्मचारीको हक हितको लागि खडा हुने युनियन भनेको त्यो बेग्लै हो कि तर हामीले चाहिँ त्यो के गर्न थाल्यो भनेदेखि प्रत्येक दलको भातृ संगठन जस्तो गराएर कर्मचारीमा राख्दाखेरि भएका विकृतिहरू कम्तीमा कहाँबाट सचिने त स्टार्ट त गर्नु पर्यो नि रियलमा कर्मचारीको हक हितको लागि चाहिँ बोल्ने एउटा संस्था चाहिँ आधिकारिक संस्था हुनुपर्छ हुनु हुँदैन कसैले पनि भन्नु भएको छैन त्यो चाहिँ हुनुपर्छ तर पार्टीगत संस्था जस्तो गरेर दर्ता गरेर एउटा इमानदार कर्मचारीहरूलाई कामै गर्न नदिने.
Amendments to the Civil Service Bill suggest removing non-official trade unions with support from members of parliament and experts. Some UML MPs also oppose party-affiliated unions. However, the party has yet to take an official stance, with some leaders backing such unions. Experts in committee discussions recommended abolishing party trade unions. But unions affiliated with political parties have issued statements opposing the move, insisting such unions are necessary.
हामी आधिकारिक ट्रेड युनियन मान्छौं भनेपछि फेरि त्यो आधिकारिक ट्रेड युनियनको स्रोत के हो भन्दा फेरि दलीय ट्रेड युनियन पनि हो. तब जब आधिकारिक ट्रेड युनियन राख्छौं भनेर हामी भन्छौं भने त्यसलाई त मार्न सक्दैनौं. आधिकारिक ट्रेड युनियनको स्रोत के हो त कसरी आधिकारिक ट्रेड युनियन बन्छ त भन्दा काहीँ न काहीँ त्यो त फेरि राजनीतिक दलीय व्यवस्थामा राजनीतिक मान्यता बमोजिमको घटकहरू पनि त्यहाँ वरिपरि छन् भन्ने त बुझि नै हालिन्छ.
The politicization of the civil service remains a fundamental obstacle to deliver efficient services, often criticized by political parties themselves. From local level chief administrative officers to ministry secretaries, there is a persistent tradition of appointing individuals with party affiliations, which has become a significant issue. Although legal reforms are necessary to address this, ongoing disputes among major political parties cast doubt on whether the politicization of the civil administration will be effectively resolved.
And in this context, in our Public Voice segment today, we have asked in several provinces what effects are seen in service delivery due to government officials' association with the trade union. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
कार्यालयमा सधैँ उपस्थित नहुने अनि त्यसपछि सबै पार्टीकै झण्डा बोकेर हिँड्न पर्ने भएको हुनाले पार्टीको नेतालाई नै खुसी बनाउन पर्ने भएको हुनाले यसले चाहिँ प्रत्यक्ष रूपमा चाहिँ सेवाग्राहीलाई चाहिँ एकदमै असर पुर्याएको देखिन्छ.
विपक्ष मान्छे आयो भने थोरै त्यसका चाहिँ अलि काम गरेको तम तरिकामा फरक आउने बोल्ने तम तरिकामा फरक आउने यी कुराहरू भइराखेको हुँदा मलाई चाहिँ आबद्ध हुनु ठीक छैन.
राजनीतिक दलमा आबद्ध भएका संगठनले गर्दा जुन स्यास प्रभाव चुस्त रूपमा हुनुपर्ने थियो त्यो चाहिँ भएन.
जनताको कामहरू राम्रोसँग हुन पाउँदैन. प्राय दलका कामहरूमा उहाँहरू व्यस्त भइहाल्नुहुन्छ.
उहाँहरूको पक्षमा भएको सेवाग्राही गयो भने चाहिँ अलि छिटै काम भएको देखिन्छ.
कर्मचारीले अब दुखी गरिब बराबर गरिदिनु पर्यो।
ट्रेड युनियनमा लागेको मतलब सबै मान्छे नेता बन्न खोज्छ, सेवाग्राहीहरूलाई ह्याम्बर हुन्छ।
राजनीतिक दलहरूमै आबद्ध भइसकेपछि सामान्यतया सर्वसाधारणले त्यति राम्रो सेवा पाउने छैनन्।
कार्यालयको काम एक नम्बरमा प्रभावमा पर्छ, किनभने उनीहरूले त्यो ठाउँमा गएर राजनीति गर्ने हुन्छ।
सेवामै विभेद देखिन्छ, किनभने त्यहाँ आफ्नोपन खोज्नपट्टि लाग्दै रहेछ।
Every year in Nepal, 3,000 people have kidney failure. However, only 300 receive transplants each year, while the government has pledged to expand kidney transplant services to all the 7 provinces. The hospitals where these services were first introduced have struggled to remain them due to lack of resources and infrastructure.
On the 4th of February 2023, a team of doctors from Kathmandu conducted the first kidney transplant at Karnali Provincial Hospital, officially launching transplant services in the region. However, in 2 years, only 4 transplants have been performed due to lack of skilled manpower. Similarly, kidney transplant services began 2 years ago in the Western Regional Hospital, but only 12 transplants have been conducted within the same period. Both hospitals face challenges in sustaining services due to inadequate skilled personnel and infrastructure.
अब नयाँ सेवा प्रारम्भको नयाँ सेवा निरन्तरताको कुरा हो, त्यसको लागि चाहिँ ह्युमन रिसोर्सहरु एक्सपर्ट्सहरु डेभलप गर्नुपर्छ। अब हामी कहाँ अलरेडी नै त्यस किडनी ट्रान्सप्लान्टको लागि अथवा कुनै पनि अंग प्रत्यारोपणको लागि अलरेडी नै डेभलप्ड भएको म्यान पावर त छैन नि त, ह्युमन रिसोर्स हामीसँग छैन नि त त्यो लेभलको।
The programs remain ineffective due to a lack of skilled manpower and infrastructure despite 2 years of kidney transplant services in Karnali and Pokhara. Last week, the health minister's team visited Vehri Hospital and hastily agreed to start kidney transplants there, even though the hospital is not equipped for such procedures.
केही दिनमा अब हामीले यो ट्रान्सप्लान्टलाई भेरीमा सञ्चालनमा ल्याउँदै छौं र यसका लागि अहिले हामीलाई चाहिने भनेको नै ट्रान्सप्लान्ट फिजिशियनहरु भयो, ट्रान्सप्लान्ट सर्जन र मेन ट्रान्सप्लान्ट नर्स जो वहाँ यो भन्दा अगाडि काम गरिसक्नु भएको छ।
Nepal faces a significant gap in kidney care, and estimated 3,000 people suffer from kidney failure annually, yet only about 300 transplants are performed, meeting just 10% of the need. Currently, 8,000 kidney failure patients are undergoing dialysis across the country.
अब जस्तै मैले यो अस्पतालमा बिरामी हेरिरहेको छु, सबै तयार गरेछु। भोलि प्रत्यारोपण गर्न छ भने आज त्यो बिरामीलाई लिएर मैले हुम्लाको सिमीकोटमा गएर प्रत्यारोपण गरेँ भने हुम्लामा प्रत्यारोपण सुरु भयो भनेर भन्न मिल्दैन। किन भन्दा हुम्लामा गर्ने भने त्यही ठाउँमा त्यहीको चिकित्सकले त्यहीको बिरामीलाई तयार गरेर यदि त्यहाँ प्रत्यारोपण भयो भने त्यो चाहिँ नि सस्टेनेबल हुन्छ।
While the government plans to expand transplant services to all 7 provinces, the existing programs remain irregular and under-resourced. Experts emphasize that building infrastructure and training skilled personnel are essential before launching new transport initiatives, warning against superficial announcement made for popularity.
जस्तै प्रत्यारोपणको कुरामा चाहिँ पोखरामा र सुर्खेतमा चाहिँ केही बिरामीको प्रत्यारोपण पनि भयो। त्यसलाई निरन्तरता नहुनुको कारण कि जसले सेवा चाहिँ बनाले चाहिँ विस्तार गर्नुभएको थियो उहाँले मन्त्रालयलाई जानकारी दिनु पर्यो कि जसले सेवा चाहिँ लिनको लागि राजी हुनुभएको थियो त्यो हामी अब सक्दैनौं भनेर उहाँहरूले चाहिँ भनिदिनु पर्यो। त्यो जानकारी नहुँदाखेरि मात्रै त्यसले निरन्तरता नपाएको।
The Ministry of Health has yet to clarify its plans for providing kidney transplant services, and hospitals that initiated these services report discontinuation due to a lack of communication and coordination. Although the government has long promised to expand transplant services, existing programs remain irregular and unsupported. Experts stress the need for a thorough assessment of manpower and infrastructures alongside plans for expansion. Without addressing these found in national challenges, service delivery is unlikely to improve.
The leaders of the Nepali Congress and CPN-UML had stated that Nepal should collaborate and coordinate with all the nations in order to attract foreign investment in the country. Speaking to the event jointly organized by Girija Prasad Koirala Foundation, Madan Bhandari Foundation and Nepal-China Friendship Forum, the leaders have expressed the country's clarity and sensitivity when it comes to international relations. The chair of the Girija Prasad Koirala Foundation, Sujata Koirala, had appreciated and insisted on the importance of the support rendered by the northern neighbor to our country. Leader of the CPN-UML Bishnu Rimal has stated that as Nepal is not in the position to invest in larger projects, coordination at the international level is the must for the economic upliftment of the country. Welcome back. Nepal had exported goods worth 73.65 billion rupees in the last 5 months, resulting increase of 16.5% in comparison to the same time frame previous year. However, trade deficit still accounts to 557 billion Nepali rupees. The country has not been able to make maximum gains and reduce trade deficits by increasing the volume of exports. Nepal has exported cardamom worth 3.45 billion Nepali rupees in the last 5 months, which has risen to 4.69% in comparison to the same period last year. Trade worth 5.72 billion rupees has recorded to have been exported, increasing the trade volume by 5%. Entrepreneurs say that a little support from the government would help to ease the current business scenario. Although problems were seen regarding lack of demand for milk, cheese, traditionally known as churpi, worth 1.45 billion, has been exported in the countries ranging from Germany to America. Also, Nepali carpets worth 4.15 billion, juices worth 3.14 billion have been exported. The entrepreneurs say the volume of exports could easily be doubled with the introduction of favorable policies from the government. European and American countries have announced zero tariffs for Nepali handicrafts and industrial products up to December 2025. European Union has exempted taxes for all products except for arms and ammunitions. However, lack of production in the country has led the facility to be unutilized. Nepal has not been able to increase the quantity of goods to be exported. Due to the landlockedness of the nation, the prices of Nepali products escalate by 35% when they reach the international market. Nepal is soon to uplift to the list of developing nations by 2026. After that, some of the facilities being rendered might cut down. Nepal has not developed any strategies to cope up with the challenges to come. Nepal needs to concentrate on the bilateral relationship and develop business strategies to cope up with the changes. It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you what's your take on the Parliament officials prioritizing programs of donor agencies instead of preparing for the winter session. 14% voted for option A, lack of business from the government, 54% voted for option B, influenced by donor agencies, and 32% voted for option C, unable to sort out the priorities. Here's today's question. Why do you think export of Nepali goods have not increased despite demand in the international market? Option A, low production. Option B, lack of encouragement to the industries. And option C, unstable policy. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. It is time for international update. There has been an outpouring of tributes to Jimmy Carter, the former U.S. president who died at the age of 100. U.S. President Joe Biden describes Carter as a man of principle, faith and humility, while President-elect Donald Trump says Americans owe Carter a debt of gratitude. The Democrats' one term in office from 1977 to 1981 included brokering a landmark peace accord between Egypt and Israel. He also saw a struggling U.S. economy and disastrous attempt to free the American hostages seized in Iran. In later life, he became a tireless worker for peace, the environment, and human rights, for which he was recognized with a Nobel Peace Prize in 2002. He was also the longest-lived president in the American history. Carter had been suffering from melanoma, a type of skin cancer, for some time, which had spread to his liver and brain. In 2023, he decided not to seek treatment for his illness in the hospital. Carter was born into a farming family in America. Carter, who entered politics in 1960, became first governor of his state in 1971. Exactly 6 years later, Carter defeated Republican Party Chairman Gerald Ford to become the president. As per the Russian Defense Ministry, Russia and Ukraine have exchanged hundreds of prisoners of war. In a deal brokered by the United Arab Emirates, Russia said it had swapped 150 Ukrainian soldiers held captive for an equal number of Russian troops. The released Russian troops were in Belarus, an ally of Russia, and were being given medical assistance and the chance to contact their families. Ukraine has not yet commented. Before the latest swap, there had been just 10 prisoner exchanges between the countries this year. Petro Yatsenko from Ukraine's headquarters for the treatment of prisoners of war previously told that negotiations with Moscow over prisoner swaps had become more difficult since Russian forces began making significant advances on the front line. Ukraine does not publish numbers of prisoners of war being held by Russia, but that total is thought to be over 8,000. Russia has made significant gains on the battlefields this year, which has raised fears that the numbers of Ukrainians being captured is on the rise. Dominic Pico will not appeal against his 20-year sentence for orchestrating the mass rape of his former wife Gisele Pico in a case that horrified France and turned a 72-year-old into a feminist idol. Beatrice Javaro, Pico's lawyer, told French media on Monday morning that her client will not appear before the appeals court. Ms. Javaro said that he has not decided to appeal because he believes that it would be a new ordeal and new confrontation for his wife. She further added that Ms. Pico is not and has never been this adversary. Ms. Pico will probably return to court as 17 of 51 co-defendants convicted of charges ranging from rape to sexual assault have also been filed appeals. The second trial will probably take place next year. Unlike the first, in which the accused appeared in the criminal court before 5 magistrates, the appeals trial will be held before a jury. Defense lawyers pointed out that the media fallout from the original trial would likely work against them and translate to harsher sentences for the co-defendants. The public prosecutor has yet to announce plans for the appeal of sentences and has 5 days to decide. While the rape trial against his former wife may have been wrapped up, Pico remains under investigation for 2 separate cold cases involving an attempted rape in 1999 and the rape and murder of a 23-year-old state agent in Paris in 1991.
Sports News.
Church Boys United Club has bagged the title of the 11th edition of Falgunanda Gold Cup, defeating Machindra Football Club by 5-4 in the tiebreaker today. The final score was decided by the tiebreaker after both the teams played 2-all at the first 90 minutes of the match. Biju Bujal scored in the 45th minute. The first half ended in 1-all after Samir Tamang's goal in the injury time. Church Boys were leading by 2-1 after Samir Tamang's goal in the 78th minute. Chiring Lama's goal in the 88th minute led to the score of 2-all in the match. Suzan Dangol, Rohan Karki, Siring Lama, Ekraz Burathoki and Fakunle Awayami had scored for Church Boys. Church Boys bagged the cash prize of 1,555,000 Nepali rupees, while Machindra was awarded 500,555 rupees. Samir Tamang became the best player of the match, scoring highest of 6 goals in the tournament, while Krishal Mokhtan became the outstanding goalkeeper. Devendra Tamang bagged the title of the best defender, and Suman Shrestha from Church Boys became the best coach of the team. Manish Chetri from Fidim Sporting Club was selected as the rising player of the match. That is all for the moment. Up next is news in Nepali. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.